talking with Bob O'Brien about his Bristol 409. Tell us a bit about the car.
Well, this car is made in England. The model 409 was first manufactured in 1966 when I first heard of it. This one was actually manufactured in 66. It uses a Chrysler engine, an old 318 cubic inch engine, and the Chrysler transmission. They made them in the city of Bristol at the old Bristol aircraft factory, and hence it has a aluminum body. They build the car around the transmission and the engine, which is modified and refined to some degree. Although it's quite an old car, it was put together with disc brakes. It has a thermostat controlled fan system on it rather than the old fan belt to drive it.
And I noticed it has some power accessories, the power windows.
It has power windows. It has power brakes, although it doesn't have the power steering. The criteria they used for the Bristol was that it be able to take 4 6-foot gentlemen on a golfing holiday with all of their baggage. So the boot, as they called it, the trunk, has room for 4 sets of golf clubs and some overnight bags. It's a high-speed car with the Chrysler engine. It's reported to do 140 miles an hour. Being as old as it is, I certainly don't drive it very fast any longer.
Well, in 1966, 140 miles an hour was certainly a fine speed. You talked about this being a right-hand drive car. Tell us a bit about right-hand drive as opposed to America, where we drive on the left-hand side of the road and the steering wheel is over here on the...
Well, it takes some getting used to, and I bought this car when I was living in London in 1976. The right-hand drive, of course, drops the value of the car in the United States somewhat because it does take getting used to. In fact, when I brought it over on the ship, they dented the front fender.
Oh, no.
Or the wing, as they would call it. Besides the right-hand drive, which takes some getting used to, it has some unique features. The spare tire is in the fender. This portion here merely folds up. The battery is also there, but leaves quite a bit of room under the hood that is very much occupied. It has leather upholstery, wooden veneer, some of that I think is Carpathian help, I'm not certain.
Okay.
With the 318 engine, it is very good on the gas mileage, as you might imagine.
Not so. What would a car like this be worth in today's classic car market?
Well, the right-hand drive really drops the price down. Most people aren't used to using it, but I would say something around $20,000.
This car is a very rare car. How many of these are in the United States right now?
I think there's probably 409s. This may be the only one, but I think there's probably about a half a dozen Bristols in the United States now. Another car you may see, the predecessor of this car, is the Bristol 2-liter. It was also the Bristol AC, which many people have heard of. Again, using the 2-liter engine until the early 60s when they came out with the large Chrysler V8 engine.
Okay, and you said they still currently make the Bristols in Europe.
That's correct. The one they make now, I think, is called the Britannia. They went up through the 412, model 412, and they have several marks in each model also. They still make about 1 a week, I'm told. They got up to a maximum of 3 per week.
It was a pleasure talking to Bob O'Brien about his Bristol 409. Please stay tuned because at the end of the show we'll be telling you how you can get your car on Sports Car Magazine.